This is Darling.
Hello, Mr. Mordecai. It's Lisa from reception. I was calling to see if you heard anything from Wallace recently.
What about exactly?
Just in general, really. His time card shows that he hasn't clocked in yet today. Nobody's seen him come in, and he hasn't called the front desk to let us know if he was running late or he wasn't coming in. And anyone who has tried to get in touch with him ended up just getting his voicemail.
Well, that's mighty peculiar. I ain't seen Wallace myself in at least a couple days. Weekend, you know. I'll see if I can track him down for you, see what's keeping him.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yep, bye now.
Hello, you have reached Wallace Darling. Please leave a message with your name and number, and I'll call you back.
Walls? It's your brother. You know you got half the company at Tizzy trying to get a hold of you? I'm on my way over there to check in on you and see what gives. See you in a bit.
Everything all right, sir?
Wallace knows better than to ignore me when I call him. Get the car. Well, that ain't good.
Maybe he overslept?
Doubtful. Yep, I still got it. Walls, you in here?
Boss? We got some blood over here.
Ah, hell. Hey, you dead?
I'm still alive, asshat.
Well, that's a relief. Mind telling me what the hell happened to you?
Walden happened, that's what. Damn brat. You found out the truth about what really happened to Francine.
So you finally let it slip, did you?
No, he must have pieced it together on his own or something. Damn boy nearly killed me.
Oh, no, he didn't. Trust me. If he was able to do this, he would have done a far better job of trying to kill you. Nah, that knife you got sticking out your shoulder, giving you that nasty scratch across your face, that's a weak off sending you a clear message.
What sort of message?
And next time he might not be quite as lucky. And he's ready and willing to kill you if you very well give him good reason to.
You deal with him then.
I beg your pardon?
He can't treat me this way. I'm his father. Everything he has because of me and this family. That ungrateful wretch should consider himself lucky that he didn't just kick him out onto the street when he was 18. You should do well to remember that, and you are more than capable of reminding him.
So what exactly do you want me to do to him?
What?
I mean, admittedly, tearing you up like this ain't no small matter. Those claw marks on your face ain't never gonna go away. And the boy could very well have killed you if he wasn't careful. So what? You want me to do to him as he did to you? Or should I go find one of his little friends and pass the message along to them? Do you want it to be physical, emotional, psychological, financial? How badly do you want this to hurt? Be specific here, Walls. We don't want to do nothing that we might wind up regretting later on down the line. You see here, Walls? Shit gets ugly. This shit gets ugly real quick. This ain't the way here, Wallace. There's a better way, you know?
Well, if you've got any other ideas, I'm all ears.
Well, first things first, let's get you cleaned up and have somebody take a look at those injuries. I know a guy that'll be able to patch you up without asking too many questions. Then you and I are gonna go for a drive.
So, where the hell are you taking me?
I'm taking you over to Cross-Stitch.
You're joking. Damn it, Kai. The last thing I need right now is a goddamn plushie doting over me like I'm a child.
You know, Walls, I know their ways might seem a little strange, but if there's one thing they're good at, it's helping others that are struggling mentally and emotionally. Been going there a long time now myself.
Congratulations. You went soft.
I ain't soft, Wallace. Truth be told, I think going to that place is the only thing that's kept me sane over the years. Better than drinking myself to death or letting my demons get the better of me. Besides, I got a lot more going on in that place than just my therapy sessions. Something that really has come to bring a lot of joy into my life.
So, who is she?
God damn it, Walls, why has it always gotta be a woman with you?
No, say no more. You can introduce me to her as soon as we get the cross-stitch.
Wallace, I swear to God, as soon as we get out of this car, I'm mollywopping your sorry ass into next week.
Oh, hi, Morty.
Hiya, sweetheart. Allow me to introduce you to my brother, Wallace. Walls, this is Dolly.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Charmed, I'm sure. A bit young for you, ain't she, Kai?
Pardon us for just a moment, Dolly.
Do I want to know?
Just a slight attitude adjusting is all.
Your brother looks badly hurt. You're sure he's just here for a therapy session?
Oh, he'll be fine. He could use a place where he could let out his pent-up anger and frustration in a healthy manner anyways.
Morty, as much as I appreciate you recommending one of your family members to me, it looks like he's dealing with a lot. I think my mappa would be a better fit to help him rather than me.
Oh, nonsense, Dolly. You got this. I believe in you. I wouldn't have bothered bringing them here if I didn't. Now, Walls, I'm trusting you to not make an ass out of you or me any more than you already have until I return. You got it?
Return? Where the hell are you going?
Well, if I recall correctly, I still have yet to meet with Walden and discuss what happened between the two of you. It won't be long. Maybe a couple hours.
So what? You're just going to leave me here?
Yep. Go easy on him now, Dolly.
Like I know how to be rough. Please come inside, Mr. Darling. Allow me to get you something to drink.
Got any whiskey, perchance?
How about a nice cup of coffee instead?
Uh,
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
I'm looking for my nephew, Walden.
Do you have an appointment?
No? Don't reckon I need one.
Well, reckon again. The manager of this facility is a very busy man. Regardless of your relation to him, you'll have to schedule an appointment with him and see him when he has the time.
Which would be when exactly?
Let's see. Looks like his next opening is about 2 weeks from today. How does that sound?
Are there any exceptions for family emergencies?
Is this an emergency?
Walden's father was just in a terrible accident. I'd rather he hear from me firsthand rather than over the phone or through somebody else.
Oh. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Let's see. I can get in touch with someone from the offices or the lab that can escort you somewhere where the two of you can discuss this privately. Will that work?
If you could, please.
All right. Just give me a couple of minutes and somebody will be with you shortly.
Appreciate it.
Well, well, well. Look what we have here. Long time no see, eh, Mordecai?
Ah, you're that engineer friend of Wally's, ain't you?
So you remember me, do you? I don't know whether I should be impressed or concerned. What's it been now, like 20 years or something?
Something like that. And I never forget a face. Especially the face of a person that had the gall to stand up to me the way that you did.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, I take it you're looking for Wally.
Yes, sir. It's his father, you see.
Yeah, spare me the sob story, all right? I already know what happened. And I also know you lied to that receptionist's face to weasel your way out of scheduling an appointment. You can't fool me, pretty boy. My only question is, what do you want with Wally?
You are one smart dog, ain't you? Just getting to talk is all.
Well, if you just came to talk, then I guess you wouldn't mind turning over your pistol for the duration of your visit.
Very well. Careful with it now. That grip is ivory.
All right. Allow me to escort you over to the meeting room. Wally should already be there with his assistant by now.
Well, damn, I can definitely see the resemblance. Does everyone in your family look exactly the same?
Between me, my father, and my uncle, pretty much. You and Barnaby can go. I can handle things from here.
Are you sure?
Trust me. This shouldn't take long.
All right, if you insist.
How is he?
He'll live. Those claw marks are gonna leave a hell of a scar, though.
Bastard got what he deserved. I take it you're pretty upset with me.
Hey, what exactly gives you that impression, Walden?
Oh, come on. You and my father have always been closer to each other than anyone else. And he didn't waste any time trying to track me down. So what is it then? An eye for an eye? Are you going to do the same thing to me as I did to him? Or does my father want you to kill me, just like he killed my mother?
I didn't come here to punish you, Walden. Matter of fact, I'm willing to offer you a job well done. No doubt Franny's smiling down on you for confronting your father like that. I reckon she'd be mighty proud of you.
Did you know about what really happened to my mom?
I did, yes. I was also the one that came up with the excuse that Wallace has been using to explain the suddenness of her death.
Are you kidding me?
I know it was wrong of me, Walden. But please try and understand. I did it in order to try to protect the remaining members of our family.
By making me think that I was the one responsible for her death? Is that what you consider protecting the members of our family?
What? Just what exactly are you going on about, Walden?
20 years. For 20 goddamn years, my father's blamed me for my mother's death. That I was slipping poison into her tea whenever I'd bring her a cup. And you were the one that was behind it all? I should have known. The head of the family always has the final say, doesn't he?
Walden, I haven't the slightest idea of what you're talking about. I told your father to simply state that your mother's death was the result of an illness. Like pneumonia or something. I didn't say a damn thing about pinning any of the blame on you. He really made you believe that?
Yeah, Wait. You mean you didn't know?
No, I didn't. Looks like I got a whole lot more to apologize for than just covering up the truth about Franny's death. I'm sorry. I should have been more vigilant.
Did you order my father to kill my mom?
Of course not. I knew things were bad between the two of them, but my suggestion to your father was to get a divorce and be done with it. I would have never asked for any harm to come to your mother, Walden. I held far too much respect for her to be able to do that. I only ever raised a hand to her one time, and I kicked myself for doing it for a long time after. I'm so sorry, Wally. I'm gonna set things right. I swear. I'm back. How are things going?
Well, after about an hour of going back and forth, I discovered that cuddle therapy, very effective with Wallace. He's just lonely and needs a neutral place where he can vent and express himself without fear of judgment.
Walls? Hey, rise and shine, Scarface.
Kai? You didn't see anything. So, how did it go?
Surprisingly well, actually.
This session is on the house. I can tell you two still have some, things you need to work out.
Kai, what's wrong? What happened?
You know me, Wallace. There are 4 things that I have very little patience for. Liars, cheats, folks who bring harm to children, especially when it's their own, and sicking me or my boys on someone that don't deserve it.
Shit.
You're in some deep shit with me, Walls. Some very deep shit.
You requested an audience with the council.
I did, yes. I would like to report a crime, a blatant violation of the laws of our community.
And what would be the charges?
There was a client that was harmed while they were in a ragdoll's care, physically. It was so bad he needed to be patched up with gauze.
How awful. And which ragdoll was responsible for this heinous act?
It was my sibling, the ragdoll that goes by the placeholder name of Dolly.
Tom, you do understand the severity of what you're reporting, correct?
Yes, I do.
And you're absolutely certain you witnessed your sibling harm a client that was in their care. They were whole and unharmed upon their arrival to the commune.
Yes, I'm sure. I saw it happen with my own 2 eyes.
And you're willing to accept the punishment that is to befall them, whatever that may be.
I know what the laws of this commune state. I accept.
Very well. Bring them in.
I don't understand. What is this about?
Young ragdoll, you stand accused of violating one of the 7 laws of our commune by physically harming a client that was in your care. How do you plead?
What? Not guilty, of course. I've done no such thing.
Are you able to provide any evidence or name any witnesses that might be able to prove your innocence?
Well, no. If you could describe the client in question, perhaps there's been a misunderstanding that I can clear up.
They would have been the only client that was physically injured under your care, unless there are more victims that we don't know about.
The only client that I can think of that fits that description would be a puppet by the name of Wallace. He's the younger brother of our frequent visitor Mordecai. And Mordecai was present, being the one who left Wallace with me and picked him up again after. If we could just call him in to make a statement, it would clear up this whole mess.
Be that as it may, this council is very aware of the deep bonds you share with Mordecai. It would be wholly inappropriate to have him come forward as a witness due to his bias. You have 2 more chances.
Well, perhaps if you could tell me the name of the ragdoll that's accused me. Maybe they saw something, or heard something that they misinterpreted as me doing harm to him.
Unfortunately, doing that would compromise the safety of our witness.
Oh, come on, lend me a threat here. I've been living on my own ever since I moved out of my Mappa and Baba's house. And the overwhelming majority of the therapy sessions held inside of Cross-Stitch are deeply personal one-on-one interactions that are conducted in private. And let's be real here. How many ragdolls of Cross-Stitch do I hold any sort of ill will towards? I'm sure whoever it is, I'm more than capable of showing them mercy and understanding.
The rag doll that's accused you is your sibling Tom Tom.
Except for that one.
I beg your pardon?
Look, Tom Tom and I have always had a sort of sibling rivalry going on between the two of us. I'm not sure why, but they've always been jealous of me and my accomplishments. They must have seen Wallace's injured appearance and are using that to get me into trouble.
That's not true. I've never, ever been jealous of you, Dolly. You're my little sibling. How could I?
Oh, come on, Tom Tom, that's a load of stuffing and you know it. Avery, come on. You know better than anybody that Tom Tom's always had it out for me. You know I would never do anything to harm anyone. We're friends.
I'm sorry, Dolly. It's for that reason my hands are pinned here. But...
What?
Speak up, Avery. What is it?
Well... I just can't overlook the number of times your mappa has had to stitch you or your sibling up because of one of your little spats. Civility just doesn't seem to come naturally to you when it comes to Tom Tom. Who's to say you wouldn't turn on a client as well?
Avery?
That's quite the damning statement, Dolly. You have one last chance to prove your innocence before the council.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through?
Bubba?
Yes, Gene. What is it?
This is absurd. All of the evidence that you're holding against Dolly is purely circumstantial. And the evidence that you're asking them to produce you see as either insufficient or simply doesn't exist. We are the descendants of the great peacemaker, Andromeda Cross. The members of our family have never stood accused of the levels of barbarity you all are placing on my child. They have never harmed a client before. They've never expressed any sort of desire to do so, and I know they never would. You all are looking for a monster inside of Dolly that simply doesn't exist.
Your words are moving, Gene. However, I'm afraid your family's relation to the great peacemaker bears little weight in this regard.
What?
Young Ragdoll, do you have anything more you wish to say for yourself?
This isn't fair. I'm telling you, I'm innocent.
Dolly, you have failed to prove your innocence before the council. Due to the level of pain and cruelty you are said to have caused, you are no ragdoll of ours, and are a complete disgrace to this commune's name. This council finds you guilty of the crime of bringing physical harm to a client.
But I didn't do anything. Please, I
order that you be excommunicated from Cross-Stitch, and are to leave this commune immediately. So it has been stated, so it shall be done.
Darling residence, Mordecai speaking.
Mordecai?
Jeannie? Is that you? What the hey, and why do you sound so distraught?
It's Dolly.
Yes, what is it?
They've been driven out of the commune. They're gone.
What? What happened?
The council. Something went wrong, and...
Alright. Just calm down. Well then now.
I don't know. But they must be so scared right now.
You want me to go out and try and look for them?
Please? Please save them, Kai. I'll give you anything. Just, please, save my baby.
Say no more, Gene. You just leave it to me, you got it?
Thank you.
Alright, I'll give you a call as soon as I know some. Shit. Looks like it's about to rain, too. Boys, look alive. We got us a rag doll to find. What the hell happened?
Well, geez. Barge on in here, why don't ya?
What the hell happened?
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Some pants you, huh?
You should have taken Dolly in when you had the chance. Don't look at us.
Y'all don't know nothing. You know why I never took Dolly in as my own? It's 'cause I couldn't guarantee 'em a good life with me. I told 'em they had a life and a bright future here with y'all inside of Cross-Stitch. Y'all made a liar out of me, Dakota.
Please tell me you found something. Anything?
I'm sorry. We had to call the search early 'cause of the weather. Our boys and I'll keep trying, but we ain't gonna be any use to 'em if we kill ourselves by looking. We will find them, Gene. On the dollar name, I swear. We will find them.